Okay, so the mechanism is back inside the front. Okay, this is the cassette deck that was eating cassette tapes, part number whatever. Okay, but the front idler tire is in there. The one that measured about 19.7 millimeter. So the one that was 20 millimeters was just too big. And so all that oil has been cleaned out. And so it's time to reassembly the back of it. So I already put the 2 screws in, one with the ground wire, the other one over here. I didn't put no screws in the bottom of it yet, you know, because it ain't gonna hurt nothing. And the faceplate has to go on anyway, so when I get to that point, I'll put the bottom screws in there. So for right now, we can put the record lever switch back, okay? So that'll go in there. Now this flywheel, I cleaned that with alcohol where the pinch roller would touch, okay? Because all it would take is a little bit of oil on that and all your work is fucked, okay? So, you know, that's taken care of. Now I'm going to slide it into that hole right there. But just for the hell of it, I'm going to clean it again with alcohol. Just for the hell of it. Okay, the flywheel is back in its place. The belt is just hanging there. Okay, so that'll be fine like that. Okay. So now we can just slip this little gear on here with the notches, okay, for the auto stop goes inward, okay. Just slide that right on there, okay. This one slides right over top of it. I'm going to pause this video. Okay, so that's put back on there. So I just have to connect this little spring to this little black post right here, okay? So I'll connect that little spring. And then I have a tiny C-clip to put on here. And I have a large C-clip to put on a record lever, okay? And then I can connect this record lever spring. Oh, that's nice. So, but yeah, you know, I'll connect that up. So when I come back, this C-clip will be on, this spring will be connected, that little C-clip will be on, and that spring will be connected. I'll be back. Okay. Record spring is on. C-clip is on the record lever. The little tiny C-clip is on there. The spring is back on its post. Okay. So now this motor needs to come off because we still have more parts to put on. I guess I could put the bracket on for the flywheel. I can put that on now. Okay. So, you know, give that little bearing, you know, just a tiny dab of oil. Okay. So, and then this bracket goes on that flywheel. And then this motor is going to come off. Okay, so I did make a subtle mistake. Okay. If you see that shiny screw goes down in that bottom bracket right there. Okay. So you can see that dull screw. Okay. So that is an error. So I gotta swap that shiny screw from that ground wire. Okay. And I need to put that where it belongs, down there. So, okay. I'm just saying. All right. The correct screws are in the correct fucking places. Okay. This one is a real pain in the ass, you know. Tight space and all. Okay, now I can take this motor off and put this thing back in there. Okay. So, motor's coming off. 3 screws. Okay, so I just let the motor dangle there on 1 screw. So I put this pulley back in here. Okay, it just got 1 screw in it. So, but I'm going to try it out on the second peg because of all those weird noises it was making last night. Okay. But okay. All right. So now hang this little belt right here. Okay. Now I can bolt the motor back up and put the belts on the motor. Okay. So I won't be able to do that and hold the camera at the same time. All right. So. Okay. So the motor's on. All the pulleys are on. The clutch has been set to number 2. Okay, to the second peg. All belts are on. Everything clean with alcohol. Okay. 9.4 inch flat belt small. 4.6 inch square belt small. Okay. So everything hooked up, cleaned up. That's just 1 pile of the goddamn Q-tips. Okay. Okay, so I still didn't put no screws in the bottom of the mechanism because I'm not putting the faceplate on just yet. So I still have a pile of screws left. Okay. So I did clean the capstan because it had oil on it from when I just put that flywheel in. Okay. So here we go. Fast forward. It's flying. Rewind. It's flying. Play. Looks good. Pause. Perfect. Play. Pause. Play. Okay. we're ready for a cassette tape. So let me grab a test tape. Okay, now I'm only going to be able to play a few seconds of this because I'm going to get hit with a fucking strike. I just see that happening. Okay. So there we go. Fast forward. Seems to be nice and quiet. If you would have heard all that racket it was making last night. Rewind. Looks good. Sounds good. Play. So it looks to me like that 20 millimeter idler tire was just a little bit too big. Okay. So it looks like 19.7 millimeter, you know, is the right size for that idler tire. So why they came from Slovakia, because I bought them before, okay? I bought a bunch of those idler tires, and why they're just a tiny bit too big, I don't know. So, you know, maybe that was in the manufacturing or whatever. Okay, but 0.2 millimeter is a world of difference when you're talking about the tolerances of these idler tires. That's all it takes to fuck shit all up. Okay, I'm just saying. I know you don't need to hear me fucking rambling on. So I guess that's all it really just needed was a complete tear down. And all that oil and shit in there, I don't know what the hell people are thinking. Okay, all these plastic parts do not need all that goddamn oil. And it's rewinding like a dream. Fast forward looks awesome. So I think I could put the face on this now. Put the last 3 screws underneath the mechanism. Put the face on. For the hell of it, I'll give it a speed test. But I'm very happy that this is working because I just got it, you know, putting belts and idlers and all that shit in there, you know, because some cassette decks, you cannot save them all, okay? That's just a fact, okay? Some of them are too far gone, you know. But, I mean, I only put $100 into this, okay? For the deck, for the shipping, for the belts, for the idler, okay? $100 total, you know. So, I'm really glad to see this thing doing what it's supposed to be doing. So, let's put the last screws in it, get the face on it, get the door on it. Yeah. Give it a speed test. So I know yous don't need to see all that. Yous probably seen me do it before or somebody else do it before. But I think the speed should be fine because I just set the fucking speed the other day. And I really haven't done nothing. But we'll check it anyway. But, alright. Hopefully it ain't going to eat no more goddamn cassette tapes. So, there you go. Too much oil in the wrong fucking place. And an idler tire that was just a tiny bit too big. Okay? And it seems to be perfectly fine now. So, sorry there was so many videos. Okay? But that's life. Have a good day. Party on. Be safe. Later.